And faces up to 20 years in a Russian prison after being arrested on suspicion of treason. Her reported crime, contributing $50 to a Ukrainian charity. This comes as tensions just continue to rise over the war in Ukraine and the death of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny. Here's Natalie Brandt.
Russia's security services said this week it has arrested Ksenia Karolina, an American with dual Russian citizenship. The Los Angeles resident, an amateur ballerina, is being held on charges of espionage and treason. Karolina is accused of making a $51 donation to a Ukrainian charity.
Russia does not recognize dual citizenship, considers them to be Russian citizens first and foremost, and so oftentimes we have a difficult time getting consular assistance, but we will pursue it.
Her former mother-in-law tells CBS News that she fears for Karolina's life.
Very, very concerned about her. About her physical being. We know that Navalny was just killed a few days ago. We know it wasn't just a death, it was a murder.
News of the arrest comes as President Biden has vowed he will issue new sanctions on Russia. They're in response to the death of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny and the invasion of Ukraine 2 years ago.
White House officials say the sanctions will be aimed at Russia's defense sector. During a fundraiser in Los Angeles, the president slammed former President Donald Trump for not condemning Russian President Vladimir Putin over Navalny's death.
Navalny is a very sad situation, and he's very brave.
When asked about Navalny during a Fox News town hall Tuesday, Trump pivoted to his own legal fights.
We are turning into a communist country in many ways, and if you look at it, I'm the leading candidate. I got indicted. I never heard of being indicted before. I got indicted 4 times. I have 8 or 9 trials.
Meanwhile, the White House is trying to put pressure on House Republicans to take up a foreign aid package to provide Ukraine with much-needed ammunition.
House Speaker Mike Johnson called for a 2-week recess without taking up an emergency bill passed in the Senate that included more than $60 billion in aid for Ukraine. He has not said whether he'll support that aid, but has said he will not abandon Ukraine.